not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Handle like the teddy bears, I'm trying to leave your block romantic. Flicking off the hip, I leave a scene looking like I'm dancing. Ain't one Westworld, best believe we not gonna stand big titties on a drum. The stick figure looking outstanding. Rip his top with the hands of the Lord, call that God tear. Send a spear right to the sky and watch his front tear. I'm that nigga cause I run with them niggas, so let's get that clear. Don't question who say I'm the GOAT. I tell them God did. To be the best, you gotta beat the best. To me, that's suicide. Of course, I sound cocky to a glizzy eater. Fuck your pride. Don't need a horoscope to see I'm a star, so fuck your sign. You can believe in anything you want, but as for me and mine, God mode. I am what I am, so let's just keep in mind. Don't wanna be like Yaya Kyrie, they wanna be like I. She said she lost until she found me, and then she found a tribe, and then I make a bout face until she called me Adawan. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you're not loyal. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you're not loyal. All time, no questions asked, we come and find you. His problems, my problems, and I'm standing behind you. Stepping with style, I'm standing on shit of my product. I take on the crowd, tell them all, throw in the towel. Half moon with a silencer, make it sound like a howl. We the shit, we about movements with a growl. Heavy is the head with the crown, when I take it I'm proud. I get the order, bring my sword back wet with a smile, nigga. I'm an Israelite rapper, nigga. Would never hit his wife, but I'll go at you. I make commitments to a gun if I'm talking about a tantrums. Nigga said he a stand-up dude, that mean we laughing, nigga. Jumped on a beat, start snapping, you leaving fractures. Red and green bean, I'm Gucci, you thinking fashion. Dad go shoot for the green, and I ain't talking St. Patrick. You screaming all lives, I'm screaming all guns matter. Keep it biblical, talking in parables, cause it matter. If I say bring Jake up, I'm talking about a ladder. He was the wave till I came with the fire, no John the Baptist. Who cared you did it first? You should be worried about who after. I'm connected in any habitat, shit I adapted. Nose job on a brand new snub is all plastic. That's why I show up the court with jeans on, I'm never slacking. You a rapper turned Israelite, I'm an Israelite rapping. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you're not loyal. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you're not loyal. All time, no questions asked, we come and find you. His problems, my problem. Stepping with style, I'm standing on shit of my product. I take on the crowd, tell them all, flip with a towel. Throw in the towel. Heavy is the head with the crown when I take it, I'm proud. I get the
Shalom Israel, this is Priest Officer 50 Naquab ISUPK under Commander Jimmy Hanna. Tonight, man's brotherhood class, I'm about to be breaking down Christ didn't do away with the law. Man, have your pen and your pad so you can take down notes. We about to be in the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. He said, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophet. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. He said he ain't come to destroy the law, man. He said he didn't come to destroy no law. See, in the Christian church house, they tell you that the law is done away with. You know, we under grace and the law is done. Christ, you know, just talking about, you know, Jesus, Yahushua. He said out his mouth, he said, think not I come to destroy the law or the prophet. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. He come to fulfill, so he letting you know you have to fulfill the laws. This come from who? The Most High God, Yahweh. He gave the law to who? Israel, us. He gave it to Moses, and Moses gave it to who? The Israelites. Israel, us, the Black, Hispanic, and American. We have to fulfill the laws. That's what Christ is showing right here. He's saying, we're going to go to 18. He said, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled, till all, heaven and earth still here. And he just saying, he said, till it's passed, you have to keep the law, statute, and commandments, man. You have to fulfill the law, statute, commandment. This is the will of the Father. Obeying the Father by keeping these law, statutes, and commandment, man. You know, Yahweh telling you that he's not here. He wasn't. He's not. He said that he's not destroying the law. He said he here to fulfill the law. So he teaching Israel, man, you got to fulfill, you got to keep the law, statute, commandment. To the black, Hispanic, Native American, we are Israel, according to the Bible. We Israelites. We got to keep the law, statute, commandment. We got to come back to our custom and learn our identity, learn who we are, so we can keep the law, statute, and commandment. Come back. That was Yahushua saying. Jesus is saying. We're going to read 19. He said, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments. See? He said, and shall teach man so, he shall be called the least. Now, who's doing that right now in this generation? Who? In Christianity, a white man religion. Our people is under following and stuff, man. You know, following a white man religion, man. A pale skinned, blue-eyed devil, man. And what they call Jesus and all that. So our people who lost in the world and stuff, they follow this religion. You know, Christianity is a white man religion and all that. And they teach you and they tell you that the law is done away with. And then they say that somebody who teaching this right here, he will be called least in the kingdom. You know, our people is who's call themselves pastors in the Christian church out, and they envy the oppressor and they choose his ways and all that. That's a house nigga, man. He's a coon. He's a puppet being controlled by his oppressor. So of course he gonna deceive you. He gonna tell you that, oh, the law is done away with and all that. Of course he going against because he had hatred in him. He don't have the love of the fall. He got the love of the things in him. He got the love of the world in him. So he's not going to have the love of his brother in him to teach you the laws right here and tell you keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. He's against that. So you got to understand that. Like he said he break one of these, he said least commandments, and he shall teach man, so he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. He said, but whosoever shall do and teach them, he said, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. And ISUPK, under Commander Jeremiah, we do that. We keep the law, statute, and commandment. Like I said, once again, I'm going to keep on saying it. You don't know a greater friend who will lie down his life for his brother and his sister. And ISUPK, we do that, man. We keep the law, statute, commandments to bring our people back. You know, they the lost sheep of the house of Israel, to bring them back into this fold so we could be one, so we could be one again, so we could be the house of Israel and be a great nation again, man, so we could come back to this, man. You know, we teach our people their identity. We teach them how to keep the law, statute, commandment. And we do that here, man. Like it said right there, you would call great in the kingdom of heaven. When you keep the law, statute, commandment, you teach your brothers and your sisters how to keep the law, statute, commandments, man. But you will be called least if you do not teach them the law, statute, commandment, and you lie to them and you deceive them and tell them that the law is done away with. We undergrade. Tell them lies and stuff. Yes, the Most High, he sent his only begotten son to Israel, to the black, Hispanic, Native American, gave us grace and all that type of stuff. But at the same time, that's grace is to come to acknowledge who you are, a chance to repent, to come into the truth and be reborn and be retaught again, to acknowledge who you are, acknowledge who your God. You get what I'm saying? That's all that is, and he gave that to us. We got to acknowledge that. In Christianity, they're going to tell you that, at the same time, we don't got to keep the law. So if you don't got to keep the law, that means you could be a homosexual, man. You could be a killer. You could go rob your brother. You could have sex with your brother, wife. You got have sex with your sister, husband. If the law is done away with, you get it? The law is not done away with. According to the Bible, he said we have to fulfill the law. And he said that you teach the commandment, you be called great in the kingdom, man. That's why I be telling my brothers, my sisters, you gotta come out of the world, man. You got to come out of this wicked ass world. The world hates you. Come into the truth, man. ISUPK under Commander General Hunter, man. We teach these laws, statutes, and commandments. So we about to move on. We about to go into the book of, stay in the book of Matthew. We just gonna go into the book of, we're gonna stay in the book of Matthew. We're gonna go into Matthew chapter 19, verse 17. It said, and he said unto him, why call thou me good? He said, there is none good but one, that is God. He said, but if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. Once again, he's saying keep the commandments. That's greater than everything. And people don't understand by keeping the commandments. You know, they feel like, well, you know, in church on Sunday, I went to church and they told me, you know, the laws and command, we don't have to do that. We don't have to, because they deceiving you. They lying to you. They lying to you. Keeping the commandment going to bring us back as a nation and make us strong again. To acknowledge who we are. When you acknowledge who you are, you will be a strong nation once again. When you don't know who you are, like I said in my last class, you like a chicken with no head. Israel is the chicken with no head. You get what I mean? They don't know who they are. They go run into everything, all different type of religion. You get what I mean? They start calling themselves Buddha, all that type of stuff. Man, that is the so-called white man religion. I mean, the so-called Japanese religion, Chinese religion, whatever, man. You calling yourself a Christian and all that, man. Man, Christianity is abomination to the Most High, man. And we got to acknowledge that. You get what I'm saying? We got to acknowledge that Christianity is abomination to Israel, man. And that's a white man religion. And we got to learn how to rebuke that and come into the truth and learn who we are, man. Come into the truth right here. That's what he said. Don't call me good. Only but one good is Yahweh. You know, the Most High is good. That what Yahweh was saying. Jesus is telling the Israelites. He telling the brother. He's telling me. He said, why you calling me good? He's only but one good. Because you have to understand, Jesus, he doing the will of the Father. You know, he's not doing his will. He's doing the will of the Father. He keep the law, statute, commandments. So he telling you, don't call me good. You know, it's only but one good is the Most High God, man. Yahweh, he's good. So keep the commandments right here, he's saying, man. You got to keep the Father will. The Father will is keep the law, statute, commandment. And that's, once again, that's for the black and Hispanic Native American. According to the Bible, you are Israel. According to the Bible, you are Israelite, the 12th tribe of Israel, the house of Israel. We got to come back to this fold, man. So we're going to move on. We're going to go into the book of 1 John. Going to the book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 3. It said, and hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandment. You heard what he said? He said, in hereby we do know. We know him. Who is him? Talking about Yahweh, man. Talking about the Most High. See, when you don't keep these laws, you don't know him. You lost in this world. You serving your oppressor, God. Come on, man. But put it like this, better yet, let me say it like this. You turn your oppressor and you make him into a God. And you serving him and his white Jesus. You know what I mean? You got to come back, man. So you can acknowledge, like I said, he said, if, that's that if word. He said, we keep his commandments. Come on, man. I'm gonna read 4. I'm gonna go down. He said, he that said, I know him and keep not his commandment is a liar, and the truth is not in him. Oh my God. The truth is not in him. Like I was just saying, like, come on, man. When you don't keep the commandment, you don't keep the law, statute, and commandment, the custom, and not learn who you are. Like I said, once again, Israel is the chicken with no head. You don't know who you are. You are lost, man. I'm going to say this again. It's like an animal. I'm talking like an animal know his master, man. An ox is a stubborn animal. A donkey is a stubborn animal, stupid, whatever you want to call it. But they know who they master. But then when it comes down to us, the Black, Hispanic, Native American, man, our people is dumb. They don't know who their God is. They don't know who they don't know who the Most High is. Cause they choose not to keep the law, statute, commandment. They choose to envy thy oppressor and choose his ways, man. You know, they love the things up in they love the thing in the world, man. And the Bible tell you once again, do not love the things in the world, because it's turn you against one another. You start having hatred towards one another. Man. He's that said, I know him and keep not his commandment. It's a lie. You a liar. He said, in the truth is not in him. Let's go to 5. He said, but whoso keep his word, he said, in him, verily, is the love of God is perfect. He said, hereby, he said, no, Shalakia, he said, we are in him. Come on, man. So when you keep this word and you keep this law, statute, commandment, man, you know the Most High. He's in you. He manifests in you. Like I said, they see that who knowledge the Most High and they seeking the Most High. You know, according to the Bible, say, judge the tree by its fruit. Mean the works. You know, in Christianity, they tell you that you gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. Man, faith without works is what? Is dead. You gotta put works into this, man. All that yapping, you're not putting the works in and not keeping any law, statute, commandment. You do not know the Most High God. You do not know your God, Israel. If you keep on envying this world right here, man, you're oppressor, man. All that got to stop so you can come back into the truth and acknowledge who you are, man. You got to keep the law, statute, commandment. Yahushua said, you know, Jesus said, he said he didn't come to destroy the law. He come to fulfill the law. He said heaven and earth, you supposed to keep the laws. It's still here. Heaven, when I look up, the heaven and earth, I'm in earth. We got to keep the law, statute, commandment. Come on, man. We have to. According to the word, it's telling you that. So we're about to move on to the book of, let me see, Shalakia, y'all. We'll move on to the book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 15. He said, what then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid. Man, this is Paul. He said, God forbid. You got to keep the law, statute, commandments, man. Like I said, once again, if you don't keep the law, statute, commandments, you don't keep the commandments, you go against the Most High. And the will of the Most High is keeping the law, statute, commandments. Going against the Most High, say, I'm under grace. So, like I said, once again, you could be a homosexual then. You know, you could be a pedophile. You could be a rapist. You could be a killer then. You could commit adultery and all that. Because guess what? They teach you not to keep the law. What they doing in this world is to teach you how to hate and have an evil eye and not to know who you are, Israel. Not to acknowledge your God, Israel. Keep you away from your God, Israel. He said, how you gonna receive salvation? He said, you do it to the end, you shall be saved. Jesus said, man, according to the Bible. In order for you to receive this salvation, you got to acknowledge who you are. Acknowledge who your neighbor. Your neighbor is your brother, according to the Bible. Talking to the Black, Hispanic, and the Native American. We are Israel, man. We got to come back and acknowledge that, man. And come back to this right here, man. You know, God forbid that. You have to keep the law, statute. I mean, you got to keep the will of the Most High. That's His will. According to the Bible, Israel. Come on, man. Time to wake up. So we about to move on to the book of 1 John. Go back to the book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 4. He said, whosoever committed sin transgressed also the law. See? He said, for sin is the transgression of the law. I mean, breaking the law. So like I've been saying, this in the New Testament, not no Old Testament. Cause I know a lot of y'all stubborn out there. You read for the Old and don't read for the New Testament. You got to keep the commandments, man. You got to learn. Learn who you are. Learn your identity. Learn your culture. Knowledge that this holy Bible right here is your history book right here. Learn your culture, man. Stop being lied to, being deceived, man, by your oppressor and by the heathen-ass nations, man. They abomination to the Most High. Knowledge that the Black and Hispanic Native American, we are Israel. We the Israelite according to the Bible. We the 12 tribes. Time to wake up so we could be one fold, man. Man, come on, man. Like I said, that when you go against the will of the Most High, that's death. It's life and death. Tomorrow we're going to be here. But like I said, tomorrow's not promised to you. It's real time to wake up and leave from this wicked-ass world that we are in right here. Come on, man. It's time to come back into this fold right here, man. Like I said, I'm going to read again. He said, whosoever commits sin, transgression. He said, also the law. He said, for sin is the transgression of the law. Breaking the law, man. Going against the Most High. Going against his will. Going against his will. That's why I say, according to the Bible, Jesus, he never say that, oh, yeah, the law is done away with and it been fulfilled. No, man, no. He didn't say he was sent to destroy the law. He said he was sent to fulfill the law, teaching us. You got to keep the laws that you command. That's the will of who? The Father, the Most High, Yahweh. Come on, man. So we're going to go to, we're going to stay in the book of 1 John. We're going to go to chapter 5, verse 3. I hope you have your pen, your pad, so you can take down notes, Israel. He said, for this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. He said, in his commandment are not grieving. Come on, man. He said, we keep his commandments, man. He said, that's that part right. He said, for this is the love of God, that we keep his command. We keep his commandments, Israel. That's the love of the Father. That's how you know you love the Father and you fear the Father, because you walk in his will. You keep the law, statutes, command. That's the love of the Father. If you love him, you will keep his what? His commandments. Come on, man. You got to leave from this abomination world that we are in. This world is to distract you, to deceive you, to blind. Like it said according to the Bible, he said that the God of this world blinded the mind. Blinded the mind of who? Israel, the Israelites, the chosen people of the Most High, man. That's why you got to leave from this world and come into this truth. Because, like I said, you're not going to learn this from nowhere else. Christianity is a white man religion. Buddha and all that, that's Chinese, what Japanese, whatever that is, calling yourself Kemet, Egyptian, and all that type of stuff, that's African religion. Arabian, saying that you Muslim, that's a Arabian religion. All of that, man, all the heathen abomination, you got to leave from that. That's why I said the God of this world, blind the mind, of the Israel, and we Israelites, being deceived, being lied to in these Christian church houses, telling you that, the law is done away with. Because guess what? They do all of that abomination stuff in the Christian church house and all the other religions. They don't care about your God, man. Like I said, once again, man, the Black and Hispanic Native American, we gotta come back to this. Acknowledge who we are, man. So we'll be one fold, man. And serve the nigga God, Israel. Come on, man. Yahweh, that's our God, man. He don't know no other except us. Come on, Israel, come back, man. Keep the law, statute, commandment, man. He said, for this is the love. The love of God is keeping his commandment. That's his will, man. That's his will. But that's all Israel. Like, share, and subscribe, man. ISUPK, under Commander General Yohanan. Shalom, Israel.
It's going down again this year, sundown. April 1st at 500 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Conventional Center. It's got enough room for all of us. The Lord's 54th annual Passover. Last year, brothers and sisters showed up from all over the world, rocking ancient garments and glorious apparel in order to serve the Most High in Christ. Now, it's that time again. Commander General Yohana's putting out the decree for all brothers and sisters to show up sundown, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us at the Sheraton in Raleigh, the hotel right downtown. It's at 421 South Salisbury. The Passover is right up the block at the convention center, literally within walking distance. Make sure you pull up. Make sure that you do your due diligence because rooms are going fast and they are limited this weekend. You understand? We have months in advance of preparation. Do not wait till the last minute to get your room. The Lord's 54th annual Passover, Saturday, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina.